Hello everybody and welcome to the Daily Review, episode number 240 for Tuesday, October 27th, 2009. And the film I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is High Tension. This film is directed by Alexandre Aja, who is the director behind the remake of The Hills Have Eyes, which I actually thought was pretty good, if not utterly disturbing and graphic. And he also did the film Mirrors with Kiefer Sutherland, which I never saw, but I had heard nothing but bad things about it, so unless you beg to differ, let me know. High Tension is basically the story about these two girls, Marie and Alexia, and they're going to Alexia's parents' house that's in this remote place in the middle of nowhere. Why not? It's a horror film. And as they're staying the night there at the parents' house, this killer driving this kind of old rickety truck comes and he kills the entire family and he kidnaps Alexia, and it's up to Marie to stop him and find out what's going on and why all this is happening. I think for a horror film, I think High Tension is a pretty interesting film, and I think it's interesting for two reasons. One being that I think the first probably hour of the film is very interesting because most of it takes place in one location. I think for about 25 minutes, there's like a 25 minutes segment where Marie is trying to seize the killer, sees the damage that he's caused, how he's killed the husband and the wife and the young son, all this sort of stuff, and she's trying to stay quiet and make sure she doesn't get caught, and it's all very tense-filled, hence the title, High Tension. But it goes on for like 20-25 minutes, and you'd think that it would get old and boring, but it doesn't get old or boring at all, and I think it's shot with a very grisly style of filmmaking, which adds to it. And it's also interesting because of the ending, and I'm not going to spoil the ending, but it's, from what I've heard before seeing this film, is that it's had a lot of controversy regarding the ending. Some people think it's stupid, some people like it. I think it's a little bit of both. I think the ending of this film makes sense initially, and it seems kind of cool, but I think after thinking about it, it's kind of feelings I've had with Law Abiding Citizen. I know it's a completely different type of film, but at the time watching Law Abiding Citizen, it's very fun, and I was going with it, but after I watched it, I was like, yeah, there's some stuff that doesn't really add up there, and there's some stuff that doesn't add up in High Tension, but I think for the ride that you're on, it's a pretty solid horror flick. I think the violence in it is incredibly grisly and very brutal. I have the unrated DVD, so I don't know if that made a difference, but it's all over the place. Also, an interesting thing about High Tension, I think, is that a lot of the movie is dialogue-less. There are some scenes in the very beginning establishing characters and stuff where dialogue is obviously going on, but probably for about 2/3 of the movie there's no dialogue. It's all just action and tension, and I think it takes a pretty talented filmmaker to make a movie interesting with no dialogue, even though the things that you're seeing are violent, obviously, so that's kind of eye candy to gorehounds or whoever else. But I still think it's a pretty solid flick, and I don't think it's as amazing as some people may make it out to be, or as amazing as some other foreign horror flicks that I've seen. But I still think it's pretty good. I give High Tension a very strong 3 out of 5. I think it's a solid little horror flick, and I think if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. Plus, it's all about girls and girls trying to fight back and stop it, so let's go girl power. Forget Whip It, see High Tension. Girls kick ass in that one. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another one for you.